Hi, hello, welcome. Ragnar's Gate Tarot. Today English. I'm gonna pick some cards, talk about their meaning, or if it feels like it, and make some readings as well. So feel free to ask questions if you have about the cards. I could maybe, if you want to book a private reading, or you have some other questions to ask private, then you can also send the ragnarsgatetarot@gmail.com. This I have used a lot of Rider White, which is like something that I got and used. Basically, yeah, and there was a card for the week. If somebody had some experiences with the card that's supposed to help in a challenging situation or give some insights to situation, by all means, tell me about it. Leave a comment. So if it would be really interesting to hear what there is basically if you have some experiences, like what if did it help something, that would be nice. If you want to support the channel, buymeacoffee.com/ragnarsgatetarot. Support the channel. Remember to subscribe, like, hit the bell, hit everything on site, click everything, and basically, yeah, like a general reading of the situation, good start for everything. Or if you want otherwise to have something, you have a question in mind, it's basically like 20 euros, and then 15 minutes ish. So let's say 10 minutes and then maximum 15, depending how it goes. So that could be a good start. But yeah, we're gonna go through some cards here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in this. So yeah, I've been doing this for like 10 years, online, in person with people, making interpretation. I can make through email, to different mediums, channels, chats, whatever. So there is that. So welcome with Ragnar's Gate Tarot. Let's see what we're gonna get. So we take a card, we see what it says. Man, I have the cards like this. This is for me would be upright, and this would be upside down, but I will show it like this. So basically, we have here the Magician. Well, as above, so below. So its concentration without effort would be something that, depending what you would have been checking, what kind of is that better? Maybe it's not better at all. So basically, depending who you listen to, but I would say like concentration without effort, you have the luminescence there, as above, so below. This guy is channeling the stuff from the heavens, so he can kind of do things, and the limitations are only in your head. You get this. There's some meanings. This can be like I usually feel, even though the cards are not negative or positive, I would usually feel that this is really positive card. In some manner, this dude has all the elements, all the tools are on the table. So basically, he can do anything. So, for example, I was making a reading, I think last time, for someone who was asking what's going to come next in love. And for me, of course, it depends always. What is the question? What is the reading? What is the general vibe? What is the, I don't know, how is the moon in the sky and the stars or whatever. But basically, what I said that this meant there were some other cards. You can check them from I think it was the last English version I did, the session 2. So there, I think towards the end, I made a reading for someone, and then with this and the other cards included, I got this idea that what is coming in love for this person was whatever she wants. I think it was a she. That basically there is like everything is possible, that she has a really good situation, that if she wants to have very serious relationship, she can have that she seems to be in a good position, and she seems to be like ready for anything. and like everything is possible. Like exactly, you want to have like a fiery romance, or you want to have like a serious relation, get married, and I don't know, have a dog and several children, and or not to have a dog, or I don't know, buy a house or whatever. So I would say that this is really, I really like the card also in that sense. And this guy is in a garden, and it seems to be pretty lush. So you have the sword, you have the pentacle, you have the chalice there. He has basically a wand on the table, and then he has like the magic wand, which is interesting that this is similar that you have with the dancer, which there's somebody called the woman who is in the world card, which also seems to be the position, even it's like upright, but it seems to have the other leg in a similar manner than the hanged man in the Rider White card. So basically, this would be certain thoughts, some thoughts. It could be also like some kind of trickster, this guy, and maybe someone you couldn't like. Well, there's different magicians. It could be like some person, of course. So it all depends on what cards they are and all that. But I think that's enough for one card. So that would be the magician, hey, in that sense. So basically, yeah. If you want to have a private reading again, ragnarskettarot@gmail.com. There you can reach me and we can agree flexibly things. So like that would be, and then we see. I use a lot like just one card answer and 3 card. Like basically, I would say that. Pretty simple spreads many times because it seems to be kind of effective. I have like just one with the like, well, you take 1 card and answer, then you take 3 cards and down. That can be a timeline, however it feels right, and then basically it could be also like a past, present, future, or then it can be explanation and or actually kind of like both in that manner. So basically, there is that kind of situation going on, basically. Let's see here. Another thing. So yeah. There's all that. And yeah, comment. Of course, if you have something to comment. And if you have some simple question, maybe I can make you a reading, even give some example how things roll in here, how I do it, and then you can decide for yourself if you want to have another one. But yeah, basically, I'm here to talk about the cards, and then more than happy to take book readings for someone who wants it, who needs it. No, nothing humane is alien to me in sense, and I am pretty easygoing, nice. Well, I'm a humane person. Fair enough. Okay, enough talking. We take another card. We say what we could get from this. We have here. This would be upside down for me, so I would put you it like this. So we have this is in Finnish, the cards. It's Rider Waite cards, and here we have the 5 of Pentacles. So basically, yeah, that would be the 5 of Pentacles. You have 5 pentacles. You can see them in the window. This seems to be some kind of a church. You have 2 people who don't seem to be doing super well. The other one with crutches and like lupus look like croquet. That's legs is that this is without shoes. They are going. It's snowing. It's like, well, I will tell you by experience that you ain't gonna go far with this in this kind of snow without shoes. So that's pretty dire situation already. So this would be talking about, it could relate it to, well, pentacles, first of all, of course, are earth. and it's concrete things. It's money, literally can be like could be related to your health, something like you can touch. It's not like something that's like it's concrete. It's concrete. You can touch this. You can hold it in your hand, or it's like well, earth, like you can consider. So basically, in this, you can consider that you would think that they are walking outside. These people, the church is there. Maybe the other one is looking that maybe the one could get some kind of like a donation from there, or like some alms, some help. But I think that many times this talks about like some view what it means would be have to be careful that you are about to lose something that you value. Of course, it's a minor arcane, and again, depending who do you listen and how do you see it, is basically like maybe the lessons of these are more maybe still mundane and than the major ones, because with the magician we just was looking at, that's more like life changing, like life lessons in that sense, and this is more like a little bit less severe depending what cards you have. And of course this could be related to the devil, for example, in some manner, the devil of coins, the devil of coins, and the hierophant of coins, which is 5 and 15. There's one certain way that I link the cards to this as well, and basically uh, that would be something kind of funny, I guess. Yeah, let me check one thing here. Yeah. So yeah, I've been checking, and you can see a variety of places when you can have the meanings. You can take some pages offer kind of courses, booklets come with these cards. You can start with that. I have had some different systems. I've been meditating with the cards, and basically checking some websites, considering seeing what others have written, what they think about the cards, and read some books, some literature about it. And for example, meditation on the tarot, something maybe a bit more heavy reading, esoteric. And yeah, the meditation has been pretty interesting with this. Then I have been this certain thing like comparing the cards, and that's also pretty interesting to get the juices flowing, so to speak. So welcome to the channel. Yeah. So let's see what else we have. So that was the 5 of coins. And just a second, I will do one thing here. So yeah, here we're back. So yeah, that was the 5 of coins, and that would be basically inverted. So yeah, you could consider also that it's something to do with the devil of coins. So basically, what comes with the devil of coins is like you could be sort of hooked, maybe not so badly, but you could be in a situation that you are kind of prisoner, or you are basically hooked, and in some situation money-wise. That could be one interpretation, depending again. Let's say take another card we will have here. Here we go. That would be like, for me, upside down, and this would be the Two of Wands. So in that sense, you could relate it to some kind, is fire, is passion, and things like this, and it would be like a, well, ace of these wands would be like some kind of, like a really serious, like a light bulb that goes on, and would be like some kind of really the like a burning idea that would be one could be passionate about. And then from ace comes to two, so it is in two, it's yin and yang stuff, could be in that sense. And then you can read it also like that there's the guy, it's upside down, and the idea that he is now, for me, being on a trip, or he has been in some sort of a like journey, or went through some situation here, and now he's stopping, looking back, and he's holding one of the stuff. You have roses there. Is have like you see the wands have buds that are basically not just seem to be that they are not dead, but you have there like growing green leaves, and he's holding this, looks like a earth ball, like a I don't know what it's called when you have the map and a ball. What is it called again? Well, tell me if you know. So basically, Tim. Could be also related to the high priestess. So maybe you're stopping, and in this case, you could be like looking back a little bit and thinking that if there is some like kind of secrets, in a way, from the near, I would say near past. This is looking to the left is basically past, right is to the future. So basically, one could consider that is that is what that is. So yeah, you're looking for the near past, that there has been some kind of secrets that you basically are like trying to find out, and that maybe you have gone enough forward in a situation in that, and basically means that since you've gone forward, you can like see maybe better sort of behind the veil what secrets were there, or then you find that okay, that there was some knowledge that you were not aware of, and now you are like, hey, hold on, I think there was something went down that I didn't know, or maybe somebody was trying to keep something from you, you know, all that kind of stuff. This would be something that I would think. So then let's say, would the job offer that I have be good? Would that be suitable for me? I would take just one card. Let's see. We would have here an answer, and let's see what it says. Would that job offer, is it good for me? Is it suitable? Is it something that I should be basically taking? Like, is it as good? Yeah. How is this job offer I have? And then you have the Eight of Cups in this. And basically this would be this right way, like upright for me. So Eight of Cups would be, what is the job offer? Well, I would say like this is something that you should, I wouldn't need any other cards. Like you can see, this is now the upright version. The guy is walking to the mountains, leaving all the cups there. So basically this won't be, I said that this is not, this offer for work is not something that will fulfill you. Or even if there is something, it's kind of presented in certain way, and like this is the Eight of Cups. And that would be upright. You have the moon, sun kind of thing there in the sky. The guy is going to the mountains. It's like a little bit like the hermit. So I think this would mean also that on my view, that it could be that you have uneasy feeling about it, and I think you would be right. Or it could mean also that you need to put your feelings aside at least. That maybe it feels good, but if this is a good job opportunity, I would say like you would have to. On my view, I would see that this would kind of, because I still would put this one like with sort of like a hermit kind of thing, that you would need to move from here towards like to the next stage with Nine of Cups and basically to the hermit. So you would need to find like the light within yourself, on my view also, like that this would be like, at least I said that if you feel that this is the thing and way to go, basically at least you shouldn't make a decision now. But I would say like for me, first impression that this would mean that the job offer is not exactly, it could feel first good, but you should put the feelings aside and try to find from your and now I have experiencing slight problems with the what is this connection, but fair enough. So that would have been for a job offer, how it seems. And welcome to the channel, whoever you are. Leave comments, ask questions if you have about the cards. If you have some simple question, I think I might be able to throw in few readings basically. And if you want to have a book a reading, contact ragnarsketarot@gmail.com. There where you can find Ragnar, which is me. I'm pretty pleasant, easygoing guy, so basically feel free to contact me through there. And 20 euros, 10 minutes, general view of a situation. If you have a question, we can do 10-15 minutes is like where one can get started with. And well, I'm open for many things. I can do email, through chat, live, many things. But yeah, that would have been a job opportunity. Let's see then what we see. Like, okay, we take as simple, like I'm in a situation that I'm not sure which way to turn. Should I stay, basically, or go? So we see what we see. Okay, so this would be the starting point. And then this would be staying, basically. Let's see how well we can put it here. How well we can put it here. And this would be going part. I have to say that I have some bias in some manner. Maybe it's like some thing about, for example, I tend to have some bias that usually I put on the up the one that I somehow feel better vibes in general, but that doesn't necessarily mean any. But I just usually seem to be thinking that, well, maybe it's a bit confusing. Okay, should I stay or should I go? Stay, up, go, down. The devil, upside down. Oh, yo. Well, that would be like that the situation where you find yourself is not something to be taken lightly. So it's good. That would be, I would say, this is the devil upside down, basically, in this case. So meaning that, meaning. Anyway, it's a major arcane. You have the devil, which is like a Baphomet there, and at least that's been said, has sort of like a Jewish salute, which is really almost like the Spock from Star Trek, and their tails on fire, and they have like chains around their necks, which seems to be that they could be taken off when they want. It talks about many things, but yeah, I would say that anyway, this situation that you find yourself, or you think that should you stay there or go, is like be a little bit tricky. So let's say this would be staying. basically we would have the strength, the Six of Cups, and the Ace of Spades, Swords, which is, by the way, if you have listened to Motorhead, I think it should be basically Ace of Spades. All right, so I'm a little bit crooked here with the camera thing. So, and if you buy me coffee, maybe I can get a better camera and setup, for example. So staying, you have the strength, Six of Cups, Ace of Spades. These would be upside down, and this would be upright. So basically, the conclusion from this true is that even if you feel that this is kind of interesting because you have the devil and then you have the strength here, which is about conquering your shadow. So staying would mean that you are not gonna really deal with your shadow, and you're gonna kind of staying in this position, because it was should I stay or should I go, like the song says. Basically that would mean that you are not, if you're gonna stay in this situation with the inverted devil, which is kind of like well, then you could consider that it would point out also to the Hierophant, and because it kind of goes upside down, they are maybe not so far from each other in the end. So basically, if you were to stay, you are not gonna face your shadow, in which would be like one thing. You are not gonna struggle with the beast. So basically, you gonna staying means that you are gonna be anyway like kind of keeping to the same, not changing then basically anything, and not sure if that would be the best thing to do. Then you would have basically upside down, or like inverted, the 6, and basically that would be then the Tower of Cups. So I don't know, maybe it's I'm saying might be like a party, or like it's like for about, could be the cups are water and feelings, like romantic feelings, and like Romeo Juliet's kind of this kind of things that the what for example writers and poets describe. So basically that would mean that staying could literally either like sort of, well, the tower is about this, that something will fall down which is not in a, it has not been founded good, it will crumble. So basically your cups that you have been putting up, if you stay, is very likely to come down, but it would create some opportunity in the end with the aces. That staying will give you an opportunity which is gonna manifest in the near future while staying basically, and that would mean that, well, there is no good or bad, but that would mean that staying will give an opportunity, and you will get an idea, and maybe that idea is like then that is gonna lead you somewhere still like else, or maybe it will lead you to rethink the situation, and you see, and it seems like staying will anyway give you, you are not gonna obviously by staying changing a lot, but I think you are like also not kind of dealing with things so much, and something will crumble in the emotional plane with this, and then this is air card, and it's for logic and reasoning and mind and like this. So basically you will go through this kind of like a path or like evolution that you go, that you don't deal with your dark side or you test kind of like thing. You are in a situation with inverted devil. So I don't know, for me, I think that you are in a bit of a sanctimonious at the moment in your situation, and that you are kind of like again addicted almost to something, which can be like, if depending what would have been the more accurate question, but basically staying gonna give some opportunity. It seems to be that that's with the ace of spades, ace of swords, that wouldn't be something that is really easy necessarily. That it could be a bit of a struggle anyway. And that would still, because it's this way, well, this would be upright, so it's kind of raising the crown or piercing the crown. So that's gonna still hit you. So that is, you have some kind of realization, but then will you be able to manifest it and do something with it? It's another thing, because that's like a raw material for the suit of air and sword. So if you go, then we would have 10 of coins, and that would be then upside down for you. Then we would have the chariot, which would be basically upright for you, and then we would have the 7 of swords. So, and that would be upright as well. So funny, both of these paths will have, you start with the devil, and both of paths you go down with the major arcans. You have the strength here, you have the chariot here. So basically upside, seems like if you go, that is 10, which is then considered being more like more that would be a judgment in that sense. And judgments in coins that would be like literal thing. That wouldn't be some kind of like that is floating in the air. I think this would be like, I would say that by going you're gonna be judged money wise, or you're gonna the situation no niin, and we are back. Some funny business with the connections, but yeah, judgment of coins, judgment in coins, basically. So by going, that means that then the situation will be judged in the physical level of money and fortune and like property and like this, even in your health. So again, that would be like, if maybe this is the point, that if you stay, then this situation would not happen. Then you have the chariot, which was upright. So that would mean, I think, that by doing this, by going, that means that there's going to be a judgment of the situation, money-wise or property-wise. Then there's going to be setting of limits and defending borders. Basically, this would be a marquis, I think, from France, that you would be responsible of defending the borders. And I would see this, that first of all, this can fly. It can fly to the moon if it wants to. So basically, that would even, in some manner, the 10, and this in that sense somehow could be basically yeah. So I don't know. There is some magic with the connection, but yeah. Somehow by going, you will, well, surprisingly, staying will not, but going will end a cycle also. It could, and then in the end you have 7 of swords, air card in that sense. So basically, yeah, I think you have put yourself in a bit of a pickle here. That would have mean that basically you're gonna have a struggle and some realization if you stay, And then if you go, there's gonna be a judgment money-wise, and depending, of course, the idea with the readings would be to talk to someone and ask maybe further questions, and the answers are in you and not in me. Basically, that means basically that means that it's always right. So the idea is to find solutions and basically to interact in some manner. For example, if you do a live reading, if you do it face to face or in a chat or like this, or then by email you ask questions and all that. So this would lead in a way that you would have to be kind of sneaky about this. So you're gonna kind of leave and you have some ideas like this guy is here, he's coming from the, I don't know, enemy campment or its own, having the sum of the swords with him, which is like 5, and leaving 2. In that sense, that would mean that I would see that this could be like be careful with everything, so it wouldn't go to this that you're gonna do something that you regret, like that you think you win, and then means that you are like kind of doing whatever it takes, and then it doesn't really feel. That's kind of now, I think, well, there's no positive and negative cards, but I think you are in a bit of a difficult situation, like the devil. It's like, I would say that yourself, if I would be here, I would think that the person here is basically staying is gonna mean a little bit of a struggle and some difficulty, but there is gonna come a possibility to something in this, and then going will mean that you're gonna go, sure, yes, and then you're gonna like basically you have made limits, but and you make like draw limits to the situation, to something that you are in, but then in the end you still have to sneak around a little bit, so that's not necessarily like a very happy situation anyway. And so I see that in my view, I'm not sure if there is either way. Then you would have to, of course, decide which is for you. I would say that okay, in here you will not face your dark side, and you will kind of like that was the inverted, which means the Tower of Cups. So if you have put, for example, literally you have seen these things that you have like champagne towers and you pour, that's gonna kind of collapse. So the party cannot last forever, and basically then comes a realization, and that then doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna go through, because it's the raw energy of the swords. And if you would do something, that's gonna be a little bit of a struggle, and the path of the sword is not always the easiest one. Then on the other hand, you have, if you that was for to stay, started with the devil, which is upside down, could be the hierophant, that could be like you are exactly in a position that you need to really ask for some guidance from someone. So asking from someone with the cards could be actually a good idea. But yeah, there would be like a judgment of coins, in that sense that there is gonna be not just a little bit of a reckoning, but pretty serious reckoning about money, in my view. I think it would be literally money in this case. And then you would be drawing borders. You would be like making basically like, this is your red line, like seems to be the thing that is now in the world. Politics used a lot. So you would seriously make like you would say, okay, here it goes. And this is what I say, you don't step over this. But then for some reason that so yeah, that would be that you draw borders like red lines, and all that is really famous at. And then with the 7, it's upright, you would be kind of being sneaky anyway. So it's like you make these things and it would be the carrier of swords in some manner. It could be also so funny that you have the carrier there. So I think maybe you will make the effort and say to someone like, hey, here is the line, you're not going to cross this, but that's going to continue and you're not going to get away with that on my view only. So you're going to have to kind of like, you're going to have to try being diplomatic first. I think there's the judgment, there is the board making the lines and defending your position in a sense, and saying that you cannot, you shall not pass, like says in the Monty Python with the knight stuff in the bridge. There's a black knight who's only a flesh wound, somebody who's seen. Moving on. So basically, yeah. So I don't see that you have put yourself in a situation that there is not like a blissful situation if when you come out of it. So you have to take a sword. You have to carry 5 swords, leaving 2 behind. Maybe it is that you have to keep some secrets or whatever. And then on the other hand, or you will be getting an opportunity, but necessarily that won't lead anyway. So you could be still staying in the same stuff. And of course, should I stay or should I go? Yeah, I don't know what would be the stuff in that sense. What I would do, I would somehow still maybe go, because that would seem to be leading like forward. And recommendations still for this. Well. Then we would have what we just discussed. Like I said, like here was the 2 that I was reading separate. Funny that comes to 2 that would be upright. So basically, before you're being in with the devil and putting yourself on the pickle, like they say, would be a good idea. The advice for this would be to basically look back and see if you have missed some information. If there's something you have not been told, maybe there's something which has remained secret. And I would say that you look a little bit, not to very, this is something that has been recent that you should look into. And basically whatever you would get from the advice in the situation, like with the 2 of wands, it would be basically like, yeah, you could consider also this, that, well, actually it fits pretty well if you think about it, that you could put it sort of to the, what is the guy that's hanging? The hanged man is hanging upright. So basically that could lead to sort of this, that in some way the review the fire and then like change perspective. So basically, yeah, look, if you have all the information, I would say, like, I would go as far that basically the recommendation, whatever you're gonna do, is like, well, look back to the near past and see if there is something that you are missing. I guess more information is more pain, but maybe, just maybe, you're gonna make a better decision about that. Now, of course, nothing is set in stone, so basically that would mean that this is at the moment the situation, and it can change, obviously. So, but yeah, there has been some more or less, sometimes more, sometimes less cards, and yeah, as you can see already from few cards, you can get a lot of things going on from that. And yeah, I think that's gonna leave us to the, we're gonna put us in a situation that I am starting to say bye-bye soon, meaning that I will take a card for the week. So this week, today is Monday, still pretty much Monday the 13th, whatever that means. So this is for this week, we'll put a card. Basically, we'll see what it says. Let's see here. Yes. So the card for the week would be Temperance. It's upright. So if you have challenges during this week till midnight next Sunday when it turns to Monday. So this is for this week only. Well, it's a major arcane. It's the Temperance. So basically, you can see that there is angel-looking creature who has seemed to be somehow enlightened, has like a halo almost around it, is shiny. There's a crown on the back. There's a triangle red one there. 1 feet is on the water and 1 on the earth. The water seems to be going from down to up, I think. Many things there. So basically, one thing that is many say is that with right vessels, you can mix anything. You can mix fire and water if you have the right vessels, light portions. So basically, moderation would be the key, I guess, in this situation. So for the coming week, this could be meaning a lot in that sense that it's a nature arcane, the Temperance. So moderation. Take that in count. And yeah, whatever you can come up with this. So basically, the idea is with this is that if you have some challenging situation, you have a question, you can use this to get more information, or you can book a reading with me and I will tell you, and all that. So basically, hey, yeah, subscribe, like, if you want to subscribe, click everything you can imagine, what you can see, leave comments, support the channel, buymeacoffee.com/RagnarSkateTarot. Feel free to put their stuff. Maybe I can get my connection better and it won't break up so much as it did for me. Who knows? Yeah. So basically, I think next time will be next Monday. So till then, here is a card for you to help you to navigate through whatever is coming for the following week. So that's pretty much it for today. See you next week, if I don't see you before. Take care and see you in the future.